House at Oaks, this year's Cape Town Carnival takes place on the 14th of March. Today we're visiting the float building workshop to get a sneak preview, celebrating water, earth, fire and air. This year's theme is elemental. I'm here with Angela, who will be telling us more about the float building. It looks and sounds very busy here. Can you tell us how many floats we can expect to see?
This year on Cape Town Carnival, we've got about 20 pods in all. About 15 of them are large-scale floats. We've got groups of puppets. We've got about 25-meter high jellyfish puppets and a large flock of flamingo puppets, as well as some very interesting devices.
That sounds very cool. Can you tell us some of the major elements that will be on display in the parade?
Well, we've got the 4 elements and we added the 5th, being space. In space, we've got an electric cosmic arc, which is like whistling through space at the end of the parade. We start with Mother Earth, Gaia. We have a beautiful elephant forest float and puppets with her. We have Ilanga, the African sun. We have Wildfire, which is a shaggy wild creature. We have Uwandle Kazi, which is the ocean float. And then this year, for the first time, we've got a 10-meter long snook puppet.
Are they going to make it swim and is it going to smell?
This one is so fresh, it's still swimming.
I'm here with Tari, who will be telling us how to light up a person on a float. Like for instance, the queen that got lit up on the lower float in 2013.
The person is going to put the costume first and then we wire the person. Okay, we use this type of strip lights, which are white, and then we use a small battery that we attach on the battery, and then we connect the strip lights on the battery, positive to negative, and then light up the person.
That sounds electrifying. I'm sure to try that at home. Let's check in with Dreamcast dance group from Steelberg High School. They'll be participating in this year's Cape Town Carnival. So Q, I know you guys have been practicing very hard for this. Can you tell us what it takes to prepare for such a big festival like the Cape Town Carnival?
First, we need to start with working out our choreography. Thereafter, we are separated into smaller groups because we are one huge group of about 100. Then, when everyone in these smaller groups understands what to do, we work out the routine with the mass group all together at one huge venue to make sure that everyone is in tune.
Which float will you be escorting?
We have to know what float we'll be escorting because we are choreographing our performance according to the theme of our group. So we'll be escorting the Cosmic Arc.
Wow. What is involved in the float building process and how does one begin?
Well, we begin with the theme origination, and that involves a lot of consultation. We consult with the community, within the organization, the creative team, the float building and costume team, and once we've fixed on a theme, we start developing concepts. We gather concepts from all over and we draw up a picture. We tell a story with our concepts. And then we look at each of those concepts and start designing them. We start designing them on paper, we build models, we take them through to technical drawings, and then they come onto the floor. Once they're on the floor, they start at the construction department, and that's either steel or wood generally, and that forms the bones of the structure. Then from construction, it comes into fabrication department, which are the softs, fabrics, foams, the details. From there, it goes through the scenics, who add color and life to the object. By then it's a sort of personality, it's no longer just an object. And then the final one goes through to the electricians, and they add the sparkle. They really add the life on the night of the parade.
Sure, that sounds like a hectic process.
It is.
What does your group represent?
We're representing an extension of the element air, which means we are going to be representing space this year.
Sounds out of this world. So can you tell us more about your costumes?
I definitely can't give everything away, but I can tell you that every year it gets more and more exciting, so you'll just have to come and see for yourself.
Well, we hope to see you at Cape Town's biggest elemental street party. But for now, it's back to the studio.